Oh, hi. You've walked in on my snack and my third cup of coffee of the day. Are you a multitasker? Can you make coffee and ramen at the same time? Do you nurture the spirit and encourage growth? Do you love nature? You might be a queen of wands or rods. I was starting to shoot the video and I forgot my ramen downstairs. But I wanted to talk about the elemental associations of the Queen of Wands. If you remember, the court cards all have a different elemental aspect, starting with King's air, Queen's water, Knight's fire, and Page's earth. So if we take that and the suit of the rods or wands and put them together, we have water of fire. Oh, hi. You found me working on my comic Zombool and having a snack. But I think that we were talking about water of fire. And you might say, hey, Taylor, that sounds like the Temperance card. And I'd say, hey, yeah, it does. The Temperance card is all about making magic. And so is our magical fire queen here. You need water and fire to grow a plant. She's about growth. You need the right amount of water, and you need that fire that's happening deep in space from the sun, and you need that in the right amount too, and then you're going to have your plant grow. So using Crowley's I Ching correspondences to the elements from 777, we see that we get lake over thunder as our corresponding I Ching to water of fire. And what does that mean? The Wilhelm Baines version of this hexagram describes the image as thunder in the middle of the lake. The strong element thunder is underneath the weak element lake. And this is the idea of something strong, positioning itself in a spot of submission, saving its energy for a later time. He says the strong man, superior man, goes indoors at night to rest. In order to rule, one must first learn to serve. Modern day I Ching master Benabel Wynn says, force them and they will resist. Serve them and they will serve you. Victory is done by winning hearts and is done without conflict for the sake of the people. So previously we had talked about the Queen of Swords and how she kind of rules possibly through cruelty, whereas this queen definitely does her ruling through nurturing, caring, making sure that everybody has what they need. And that's how she gets her following. Now, astrologically, our queen is chilling at about 20 degrees Pisces and 20 degrees Aries. So that Pisces does make her a little watery, a little dreamy, definitely submerged in the creative, but she's still got those Aries qualities. She's decisive, she snaps to action. She's gonna make that stuff happen that she has ideas about. And while she does love being a mom, taking care of her things in her environment, she's not a trad wife. She'll beat your ass. The Ellis deck came first in 2013, and so that's what we're going to start with here. Got the Queen of Wands, and in this deck, I called her the Queen of Rods. As I've said before, this was based on the Aquarian deck, and also I just liked the idea of like the magic rod or the magic wand. The rod sounded more like a sorcerer, and I thought at the time, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So if we look briefly, we see that the rod she holds is a living plant. It's a staff. The shaft is wood. The top is a flower, but it is in the shape of the fire element, and it itself is meant to look like a flame. If we have a look at her skin, we can see that it does not resemble any human flesh tone. She has the green skin of some kind of a magical forest being. She is like a fairy queen. She is, mother to all kinds of brilliant and strange creations. If she was an individual like a teacher, she would love probably the weirdest kids the most. She has this crown that's exuding like a pink psychic energy. They are petals meant to kind of look like those of a lotus. She is taking creatively what's in her mind and putting it out into the world. She is creative in her dress. She wears grapes as an accessory. Her plating of her dress is made out of something like a piece of a Venus flytrap. She also has, more petals making up the rest of her dress. And she's holding a sunflower in her other hand. She's all about growth, and the skill set of the wands is something that grows over time. It's something we start out as a sprout, and one day through care, we are a mighty oak. The Starbound Queen is naturally a little bit different. This one is made a few years later. I thought instead of having like the intimate close-up portrait of the Ellis deck queens, all of the Starbound queens would kind of be shown from a distance. We'd get to see kind of their full body, what the entirety of what they were wearing was, maybe how they were interacting with their environment. We see she also has a wand that resembles plant matter. However, hers is a golden color. It's probably less something that she grew and more something that she made, an homage to a plant. It has these aspects that branch out. And more so is this serpent that is winding around. In fact, she has a lot of serpent energy. We see around her ankles, around her calves, are a serpent traveling upward and a serpent traveling downward. And then at the top is a almost a fountain of serpent energy coming out and then going back down into her head. So she has this master of her kundalini, of her energetic creative flow. Her spiritual power is represented as gold. It's her true creative power is her true wealth. And she also is adorned by these golden peacock plumes. She wears them like a sash. Another part of her clothing is these giant mushrooms, which is almost like an entourage or like a portable throne. It's a big display for her, and the mushrooms are another piece of imagery in this suit of the deck. And they resemble a lot of creative power in the way that mushrooms grow, where there's always this huge network of roots underground. And then what we actually see as the mushroom is the reproductive aspect of the plant. And what is art? What is creativity if it's not the reproductive aspect of an idea? And lastly, we can see that her skin is black like outer space. It is freckled with these golden stars. That creativity is, the depth of the universe is everything in the universe is an aspect of creativity, and that the space itself is huge. Space itself holds every single star. And so the, human incarnation is something that is the birthplace of ideas. Within us is the entire universe. And, the individual, what they create is kind of their personal interpretation of the universe. And I said lastly, but look at these little guys down here. She has all the little baby peacocks following her around. These are like her little individual projects that she cares for. Each thing is her little baby that she cares about, and she's gonna see all the way to adulthood. If we see a queen, we know that she is just one facet of the Empress, who is like a four-dimensional, multi-dimensional model of all of the queens. And this dimension is her creative aspect. And that creativity, you know, it comes from a place of nurture, of giving an idea a chance to thrive, of caring for it as it begins to grow, and then you know, completing it, making sure that it can stand up on its own in the world. If you see this card, you know that the force is with you in your creative project, or you know that there is somebody that cares about you, or you know that you have met somebody that is going to be a powerful co-creator in what you are trying to get done. Hey, it's that like and subscribe part of the video. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching if you got this far. If you want to see some more of my stuff, go to illustrations.net. If you want to buy an Ellis deck tarot, or you want to buy a tarot of the Starbound Phantasia, they are both available there. If you saw a card you'd like to get a print of, they are all slowly getting added to my Spreadshirt site. That's going to be down below. I also understand that they can print on pretty much anything, so if there's a product on Spreadshirt that you'd like to see one of my designs on, hit me up, let me know. Other than that, you can always go to zonbull.com. That's for my comic. I don't always update that, but let you know that I am still drawing the hell out of that. That's still happening. And little tidbit here, there may be another tarot deck on the way. Until next time, thank you so much. Happy reading, guys.